All right, we're going to welcome you back to the Principals Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3, 4, 3. It's 3. Today on the podcast, obviously we have Mr. Hyam in the house. Hello, Mr. Hyam.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Mrs. Bondi for her first season 3rd show.
Hi there.
Most importantly, we have Olivia Nelson joining us today. She is in the Shining Star Cleveland Top 10 this Sunday. She has a performance, gets into the top 4, and there is a great opportunity for both personal scholarship and school a grant. And so we want to do our part. First of all, talk with her a little bit. And then second of all, learn a little bit more about what she's been up to. And then lastly, we'll be talking about Shining Star Cleveland. So, Olivia, could you please introduce yourself to all of our listeners out there?
Hi, I'm Olivia Nelson, and I'm a senior at Chardon.
And you have, minus a COVID year of interruptions, you've been on the stage for how many years?
Actually, I haven't been on the stage like that long. Like, I've only been like doing musicals for probably like 2 years, like my freshman and sophomore year, but I've always been in like singing stuff. So in middle school I was in choir, and in elementary school I did a lot of like talent shows and stuff like that, just never musicals.
So you are going into last year seeing all the things that like Ethan did, and then year before like Madie Houser and other contestants that we've had. How cool was that watching that last year? It's almost like watching High School American Idol. And did you see yourself last year wanting to get into that competition?
Yeah, it was really cool watching it actually, since like I was friends with Ethan, and like everyone in the music like department like has been involved like at least once, like Madie and then like Kirsten Henry like years ago. So it's just really cool because like I'm friends with them personally, so it was really nice to support them and cheer them on, because then I got all my friends to vote for them too. But also I actually knew about the competition like when it started. It's just I never thought that maybe I was good enough to do it. And then like last year was like a rough year with COVID and everything. So it slipped my mind, the auditions. I honestly just didn't audition. And then this year came around and Mr. Strife made it a point to be like, make sure you audition. And I was like, I'll do it since it's my last year. So I'm really grateful that I did it. And I think it's so cool to watch like virtually and in person. Like I think it's just a great fundraiser and something cool to participate in.
Could you certainly take a sip, get a drink of water? Could you tell us the song that you auditioned with, and then also the songs that we'll hear on Sunday?
Sorry. So I'm singing a musical theater song called In My Dreams from the musical Anastasia. And it means a lot to me because it talks about dreams. And as I'm, going to go to college at the end of high school here, like my last year, I think it's really important for me to kind of like follow my dreams, since like a part of my dreams is that like I want to help people. Like I just love helping people. So I'm planning to major in psychology, but also my love for music is so strong. So I think I might double major in like something music or like musical theater. So I think the song just definitely like shows my reflection of like myself, like coming from like my past of like not doing much of music, and then now just like blossoming in it in high school with all the opportunities. And then on Sunday there's a lot of different types of songs that people are singing. A lot are musical theater. Some people are singing like kind of like there's this one girl doing like a rock piece. Like I don't really know them by like name, like I can't recall it, but also we're doing a group number that was recorded in the studio downtown, and it's Fight Song by Rachel Platt, and it's the group number, and they're gonna Brady Bunch it. So we all like went in the studio individually and recorded in there, and so then they're gonna take the clips and edit it together to make a virtual choir, and then Brady Bunch it on the screen so that everyone can watch when the show starts.
That's awesome.
Murray, you might want to tell our audience what the Brady bunching means. Our audience is awfully young out there, but then again, we have some veterans that watch us.
So I think that would be wise, since we're talking about singing competitions. I think that Mr. Hyam should sing the theme song to the Brady Bunch.
Oh, see,
Begin
Miss
with
Bondi,
Get
it's always
Married.
about picking on Mr. Hyam. Miss
I'll
Olivia, can you
back
help me out here?
No.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know the Brady Bunch theme song.
See?
All right, I'm not the only one then. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but
your-
they were with it in 1970 with putting all
Yeah.
those little tiny screens up into
Yeah.
a pot of 9 with
Yeah.
everyone kind of doing their part. And last year we really had that, and last 2 years, huge in that for both the baccalaureate stuff we've done, graduation, and Mr. Strife had about 100 kids that he had to listen to and Google Meets last year like that. So I'm going to pass the torch. We've been talking a lot to Mrs. Bondi if she has any questions that she's just getting to know kids.
I do. I love music. So it's super cool I feel like we're in the presence of a real star here. So we're rooting for you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Who's your favorite artist? Who do you normally listen to? Or who do you aspire and just kind of connect with their songs? Is there a particular artist?
I kind of like listening to all different types of music. I mean, obviously, for singing wise, musical theater is kind of my strong suit because that's mainly what I'm submerged in like my voice type. But I actually really like listening to Taylor Swift like recently because her new music is like, I don't know. I just really like her new music. It's kind of like indie-esque, and I've never really delved into that genre. But I think it's really cool because I'm writing my college essay about her newest album because, like, her new album, like this indie album, is called Folklore. Her lyrics, like, in it are so just... I don't know, I'm very passionate about psychology, so in her songs, her lyrics describe the struggles of, like, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, what it's like to lose someone. And I just think that when I started listening to that album, I was like, this is amazing. Like, I think it's so cool how, like, a lot of the way that she wrote the album, that illnesses and stuff like that, and just anything about mental health, she manifested that into, like, metaphors within her songs. So that's currently, like, what I'm obsessed with.
I like it. She is shifting in her sound. You know, it used to be all like pop teen. Now she's kind of maturing. I like that shift.
Me too.
Pretty sure she wrote that during the pandemic.
Yeah, she did.
I think Mr. Hyam would do really well singing some Taylor Swift songs as well.
Oh, I would do very well singing anything, you know. But you know, that, Olivia, do you sing in the shower?
Yes, I do.
I think that's a popular theme, isn't it? Would you say?
Do you sing in your car when you're driving?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
With the
like
windows down as loud as you can so everyone can hear you?
No, depends on the weather outside.
So do you ever have a duet with your sister?
Yeah. My sister really likes music, so we'll sing like duets together. Kind of fun.
That is cool. What about Dad?
No.
He just listens?
Yeah, he's kind of tone deaf, so I did not get that from his side of the family.
That's this guy right here, tone deaf.
You just can't hear often. It's not just with music. You just can't hear. Can you hear what we're talking about right now?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. It's a good thing.
So what questions do you have, Mr. Hyam?
Well, we're going to do another chicken and steak for this wonderful person in front of us, Olivia. I'm going to ask you a few questions. There's no right or wrong, so I have fun with it.
Okay.
Would you rather have a hamburger or a hot dog?
Hamburger.
Now, on that hamburger, are you going to put ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Oh, my goodness. This is really good. All right. You listen to a lot of music. Do you listen to it through Spotify or Pandora?
Spotify.
Spotify. Is that the typical venue to use right now?
Yeah, because like pretty much everyone's on Spotify, and I don't have to pay for it either, unless I want unlimited Spotify.
Well, we won't tell our sponsors. You know, Spotify is one of our sponsors, so we'll make sure they don't hear this episode.
Yeah.
When you go out to get pizza, where do you go to get pizza?
It depends on what I'm feeling like for the day, but My favorite is Conjun's. Like I like Conjun's pizza. So
So
I
when you go to Conjun's, do you get that nice crumble sausage or do you get the pepperoni? Which one would you go, pepperoni or sausage?
I go with the sausage. I like that one.
Isn't it the best over there? I think it's
Yeah,
the best out there.
I agree.
So when you want to go eat out and have some fun, do you go out for lunch or dinner?
Definitely dinner. I like dressing up with my friends and going out to a nice restaurant for
As long
dinner.
as someone else is paying, right?
Maybe.
We won't tell anyone. All right, last one. Last one. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl for sure. I hate waking up.
So it's perfect that we start at 7:20 every day, isn't it?
Yes, so perfect. I have my first period off though, so I don't come in at 7:20.
So
Oh,
what's
that's
your
a great
schedule
thing.
look like this year? Since you
My
have first period
schedule?
off, yeah, what does the rest of your day look like?
Yeah, so it's actually switched around, so I thank my guidance counselors for like being so like kind about me coming in like twice. But so I dropped my first period and now I have a second period I have Calc AB with Mrs. Ritchie. Then third period I have AP Lit with Monaco, and then I go to choir with Mr. Strife. Fourth period, but then I had fifth open, but then it just didn't work out like with the whole car situation with my sisters. So now I'm taking women's choir. So I'm in chorale and then women's choir. And then after women's choir, I go to AP Chem with Clark. And then I end my day with Legala and AP Psych.
That's a very sturdy day, but at least the middle of the day is just kind of like, it's like some people go to practice after school, you go to practice in the middle of the day.
Yeah, but it's me doing what I love, so it doesn't bother me like whatsoever. Like, I don't know.
So we all have played a sport or been in a band or musicals. I'm just saying in general, we all have routines. When it comes to being on the stage or doing Shining Star Cleveland, do you have a routine that you do or think about, or how do you get settled before you get on in front of that mic?
So it was kind of stressful, like with Shining Star, since it was like all virtual. So like we never got to we just went down to record and like that was it. Like I never got to like practice with anybody, like of course over Zoom, but like not in person. So I was kind of nervous like meeting everyone at first, but usually like what I did, I mean obviously this is going to be on like over 10,000 people watched it last year, so I'm sure more people will watch it this year. But like, so I usually like sit down and do my makeup and I listen to music that like calms me, but then I also like think reassuring thoughts and, like I'm here for a reason. Like I made it to this point for a reason. So then I was just like, this is my time to kill it and it's what I love to do. So then I just kind of not like get in my head, but just tell myself like, like this is my time, this is my moment. So like take advantage of my moment and like give it all that I got. So then right when I like before I recorded, I was kind of nervous, but the people were very reassuring there. So it just felt like I was just doing what I have always done, except now it's going to be shown to everyone.
So Sunday, 7 p.m., the links are going to be in the Week in Reflection. It's actually sent to every student's Google Calendar for Sunday. There is an event. They click on it, they can go and watch it. We've sent it to Mr. Strife, has sent it to the middle school. We've sent it to our staff. The district has posted on Twitter. I'll send out another reminder. Last year, it was huge. We had a huge turnout from Chardon High School. We want to have an even bigger turnout. Did you get any advice from Ethan at all?
I haven't like really heard from him. Like I'm sure he's gonna watch it. Like he said that he probably will watch it like a long time ago, but I haven't heard if he's gonna like spread the news at all. I mean, I hope he would. But what I got from him beforehand, like before I recorded, was the fact that he's just like, even though this is a singing competition, also like the way you portray your song is very important too with your whole because it's a performance, so it's not just you singing. So his advice was to just give it like everything that I had, which I followed his advice. Hopefully it looks like it. I felt it, but
That's awesome. I am so looking forward to watching that, to watching you continue to grow, not only as a student, but as a person. You are very, very talented. Your family has to be so proud of you. What are you looking forward to the most this school year, minus this moment on Sunday?
Well, since COVID took away last year and like what we were doing sophomore year, like we were doing Mamma Mia and then it got like COVID hit. So I'm really excited for the musical hopefully this year if it happens because Mr. Strife said that it's Beauty and the Beast, which is my like one of my favorites. And so I'm really hoping that we can do that because I just love being on stage. And then since I'm like a senior now, like I would hopefully be able to get a bigger role than maybe I would like freshman year or something like that. So I'm just really excited to be back where I love to be and with the people that I love too, so that we can all create like a wonderful production again and just give back to the community in the way of like, like this year, like things are different, like, no masks this year and just trying to get back to normal. So just kind of doing our part in like this was our normal and we're giving it back to everyone so that like they can share the joy and happiness that we all get out of theater too.
That's awesome. You are going places, girl. You are going places.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to hear you. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited.
So
Thank you.
let's go and transition to shout outs. Think about somebody or someone or something you want to give a shout out to. It's been another week here at Chardon High School, another successful week. I want to give a shout out to, I already gave it to them, but my fifth period study hall that I covered today, I've been friends with them now for like 5 or 6 days, and they have been so respectful and so responsive. So all those students in fifth period study hall, big shout out to you. Mr. Hyam?
I'm going to send a shout out to a vendor who came in on Wednesday, Pastor Photography, who took over, I would say, 1,000 pictures in our gymnasium. That was a little on the toasty side, but they were efficient and effective, and I truly appreciate them coming in and helping out by taking pictures for our students.
That was going to be
Bonnie?
mine too, but I have a couple people that I'm really thankful for this week. I have loved getting to work with Joan Blackburn. She's such a, just a wonderful person and a huge advocate for all of our students. And she's so approachable and easy to talk to. And I just find like, if a student comes into my office and needs something and I get busy with something else, I can find them there. So I just really appreciate her. She's an awesome person.
And we're closing out with Olivia.
Okay. I just would like to thank like the whole school in general for anyone that's going to support this because I just think it's really cool like that people would want to watch this because like I mean of course it's something important in my world but like if other people make it a part of their worlds too to watch, I just am so thankful and appreciative for people's support, but also I think my family because they've been so supportive throughout all this and cheering me on, and just Chardon and my family has been spreading the news like wildfire. But I especially want to thank Mr. Strife because Mr. Strife has been above and beyond in supporting me and doing everything for the choirs and the music department, and I'm just so thankful for him because he's helped me grow and teach me so many things throughout my years that like I will never forget him, and nobody can top Mr. Strife in my world.
Yeah, he's awesome. Every year, it's New Year, same verse. We hear it again and again and again. He is very passionate and loves everything that he does. Olivia, it's been a joy having you on today's podcast. We cannot wait to see you on Sunday, 7 o'clock. Check your email. Make sure you click on those links. Go to Shining Star Cleveland, and you can see how to watch it. You can watch it on Facebook or YouTube or on their website. There's so many different places. We pray that you get in the top 4 so that we can then control your destiny, because we will.
Thank you.
Everybody, have a beautiful weekend, and go Toppers. Take care,
Go
everybody.
Toppers.
Toppers.
Go Olivia.
Thank you.
Okay, I think it's now stopped.